Okay, here we are doing a stream. Hopefully I got the audio figured out from, I did a stream yesterday, just for fun, and doing kind of the same thing today. This is not a tutorial, so if you're just watching this, this is not a tutorial, but it is a, I've got a logo that I'm working on, and I thought that it would be fun just to kind of work as I stream the thing. So this is a logo I'm doing for a client, and if you've got questions along the way, I'll try to talk a little bit, but I might, get engrossed in what I'm doing and not be very responsive. So I'll check over at the chat every once in a while, and but just have fun. Yeah, okay. The logo is I need a background. The logo is from a company that is called Inventive. Looks like this. So they do kind of products and what kind of, so I've got their website up. So they're kind of fun, colorful little products. There's a speaker, a little shower Bluetooth speaker. They've got this digital magnifier, little cards that that have a greeting card. You can record your audio in it. So they're meant. Looks like it's kind of a kid fun feel. So that's kind of what I'm going with. I've got some colors here to go with. You got the blues and pinks. So this is kind of basically what I have to go with, and the logo, so we'll see what I can do from there. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is kind of recreate this logo using strokes. I'm not sure about kind of this area right here. Maybe I'll do a combination of recreating the logo with strokes, shape layer strokes, and revealing the path. I've got a weird thing going on with After Effects for some reason where anytime I click on anything else, any other app, After Effects just hides away. Hey, good to see everyone talking today. So I see a lot of people from, I lost my mouse, different places. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just start kind of tracing over this, creating, I think, so if I have this as a stroke, and have the rounded caps on it, I think I can recreate this, perfectly, and then I can use trim paths and things like that to reveal this, and then maybe I'll use a mask or something to reveal these other shapes like the E and the V's that are going to be a little bit more difficult. Another thing I see is, these corners are kind of rounded in, and so maybe it reminds me of kind of like metaballs or gloopy liquid that kind of gloops together. So that might be something I can do as far as creating this. Hold on, I just gotta text my wife. She's at the store looking for melting chocolate so we can make some Christmas chocolate treats. Okay. All right, back to this. So I'm going to start. Let's get rid of the fill. If you hold down Option, you can click on this up here at the top where my cursor is. You can cycle through the different fill options. So if you don't want a fill, then you can do that. Contents, let's go down into the stroke and make sure the butt cap is a round cap. And let's crank up the stroke width. Look at that. Not bad. I'm just did that. Oh, dang it. Sometimes it's hard on these paths to just grab the end. Okay, so, and let's get the width up to where it needs to be. Looks like 35. Looking pretty good. Okay. So then what I can do with that, let's actually name this I can come into this and add my trim paths, and I can animate that on. Awesome. You know what I'm also going to do is, you know what, I won't. I'll just create this as a circle. That's really the easiest way. You know, let's actually bring that. Where was I? Bring that stroke down. Okay, now, oh, see, this N, I can actually probably create that with a rounded rectangle. Oops, I made a stroke. I don't want to make a stroke. I mean a mask. I want to make a shape layer. And arrow up and down will adjust your curve on the rounded rectangle. And right now I'm just trying to get it right centered. And this needs to be up to 35, I think is what the other one was. And let's add the trim path to this. This is N. Nope, I want it in the N folder. Also, give that a round cap. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, these V's are going to be hard. Looks like my logo. The triangles? Yeah, kind of does. Baskin Robbins logo. Because I've got the pink. Yeah, I'm just using the pink right now. Like I said, it looks like the Baskin Robbins logo. Yeah, with the pink. The pink isn't going to be the color. I'm just using this right now to build the logo. I'm going to use the different colors, the actual colors. I'm going to try to recreate this triangle. I'm going to see what happens. I might be able to do some rounded corners with the shapes, and it might work. I don't know. Let's do... I wonder if I can just with the polygon. See with this, if I add, let's see if this works. Round corners. If it's not rounding the inside. That could be one of the stroke things. Miter joint, round. Nope. I wonder why it's not rounding the inside of that triangle. Maybe if we're doing like a offset path. Yeah, that could work. I could do like a... Let's see if I can make this work. Where's my rotation? Stroke width. There we go. Actually, I want that to be 180. Now, not what I'm wanting. Not what I'm wanting. I don't know if I can make it work. I might just end up masking this normal. So this is actually a vector layer, so I could just turn this into a shape layer. Yeah. You know, there's another thing I can try. Let me actually put this on its own shape layer. And if we do something like where is, let's make this 3. Let's see, we are looking at like a simple choker. See how it rounds that? It's not quite the same roundness, but maybe if I add that with the rounded corners, might be able to make it. See, that's kind of working. Let's turn that around. Now I wonder, transform. See, if I scale it, it's not going to work good. Are these triangles only... equilateral triangles? Is that really what it is? Well, I could just do an actual path, like a Bezier path. And yeah, let's try that. If I change it to a star, I might. Yeah, I could try that. Let's try changing it to a star before I convert it to a path. Hold on. Oh, that's that roundness. Yeah. Okay. Back to a normal polygon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert to a Bezier path, and then I can line it up. That's scaling. Sometimes it's really hard to work with the paths. Just selecting the path without selecting the shape. Yeah, I don't have Overlord. And I mean, this is actually a vector image that I'm working with, the logo. It already is vector, so I can convert it to shapes. The problem is it won't give me the path, so I'm looking for a path and just a stroke. Where's my round corners? Almost there. I should have skipped this and gone on to the easier letters. See, because when I have it as a path instead of a fill, then I can add, you know, like the trim paths to it. Oh, that looks weird. Yeah, it's not gonna work the way I want it to work. All right, so let's delete that, and let's go into the logo and create shapes from vector layer. Not quite in order, is it? There we go, this one. You know what this needs? This needs to be pink. And this is the V. Let's see what it looks like if I add a trim pass to this. It's not going to work. It's not going to go the way you think. Yeah. So I'll figure out some way of revealing that fun. Let's duplicate this N because I've got two of them. I got two eyes as well. Let's get that other eye dot. Whoa, that's not what I was wanting. Optics compensation. I'm not sure where you're going with that, Jesse. Should I use optics compensation on this? Okay, let's get the V. Now the T and the E. The E is going to be another one of those that I think I just need to for the V reveal. Okay. I'm going to need to just use the shape and like with the V because it's got these weird corners that I'm not going to be able to create, but the T I can create. So let's get the E. Right there. Group 3. So I and I. Oh, I got a phone call. Hold on a second. Hello. Not chocolate chips. Do you? I mean, we could. They had them at Walmart. That's where I got them last time. Well, then I'll do it during lunchtime. But I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. I'm back. Um, just a little break. Let's finish up this T. Let's see. I'm just making sure my layers down here, right down here, are in the order. You know, so I and so the V have to be so I and V. This V. And then the E will go here, and then the N. Wait, where's the E right there? Invent T will go right there. IV. Okay. So I just want to make sure they're kind of in order. It helps me as I'm going through. And for the T, let's just duplicate this I. Nope, which one did I duplicate? There we go. Call that T. And let's duplicate that path. And we'll make this part of the T. See, and then if we do it that way, in one thing, if we add the trim paths, oh, trim paths is already in there. But then instead of simultaneously, we do individually, and then it'll build the T like that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now that I've got it built, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I kind of like the idea of some of these things kind of, oh, you know what? I like this N. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's go to this N. Let's make it the size of it lots bigger. So that I can, you know, have it like that. Yeah. That's kind of a cool movement there. Let's get some rulers up so that I make sure that everything is lined up on the bottom, which is hi-ho, long-lived After Effects. Hey, welcome everyone. So if you're just joining me, I've got this logo I'm working on, and yeah, it's not really a tutorial. I'm just working on animating a logo. This is for a client, and I don't have a lot of instructions with it. They just wanted something fun, and they gave me the logo and they gave me their website. So I don't really know a lot about it except for, you know, it's kind of a fun looking logo, kind of curvy, and I'm just seeing what we can do with this. So if you have questions about what I'm working on or comments or anything, that's fine. But again, this is not a tutorial, so I'm just kind of working. And if you do have questions about things that aren't related to this, I probably won't get to them. But yeah, the first end, so Vertex Records said that the end's left side is a bit long. Yeah, I know that. That's because I've been working on this offset thing. So it's not a whole number. So I'll figure it out as I animate it. So I'm thinking we can have like the end kind of fly in like that, where it's, you know, it's flying up like this. It might be cool if it kind of overshoots and then bounces down to settle in. And then same thing with the eye. where it shoots down. Oh, you know what I should do is, if this eye I have it right now is a circle, but if I have it as a line and do a trim path, then as it flies down, it can be extended out. It can be stretched out. See the V's, I'm not sure what to do with them. I might make them on their own path so I can try some different effects to them. There's two ends, so something fun might be to start with the two ends, and then they spread apart and kind of reveal the other things, or use echo. Jesse says to use echo. I'm assuming you're talking about the eye. As the dot kind of comes in and stretches out. I actually did that in one of my recent tutorials, is echo. And there's also a new plugin at AA Scripts that does the same thing. I think they call it Cartoon Mode Blur or something like that. But echo works just fine. Maybe if I have the two ends kind of reveal and then they can kind of spread, or maybe the two V's, that would work. Since the V's are kind of the stylized letter in this, because they're triangles. I could start with the V's in the middle, and then they can kind of split apart, spread wide. One goes to the right, one goes to the left, and then the rest of the letters can kind of come in. I think that's maybe what I'm going to try doing. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. So first, let me just hide all of the other things that I'm not using. Oops. There we go. Let's find our center. Where's there's my info. So center is 960, and you can see up here in this top corner where the info is, it shows me where my guide position is. Simple choker, split apart like cells, yeah. Just want to thank you for all the tutorials. Yeah, no problem. So I'm going to leave the blue logo underneath as a guide, so I make sure I line everything up where it needs to go. But let's bring those two V's. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. So I'm going to be doing this for probably another half an hour. And then I'm going to go out and eat some food. I might jump back on later this afternoon. Yeah, so I'll be on for another about a half an hour streaming my progress. Okay. So if the V's on first, let's go on. Let's try that simple choker again. That kind of looks cool. Kind of blobby. Maybe I can do something like this and you know what I am going to do? I'm going to take this logo and change the opacity so it's not so much intensity. You can add stroke to offset the amount of choke takes away. Oops, not like that. Add stroke to this. Oh, it's white. I don't want a white stroke. Wow. I'm not 100% sure on this. Maybe I know what I can do. Let's take this stroke back down. Take the simple choker off. Maybe I'll use it. Let's just turn it off for now. But we can have a yeah, so I might do a little bit of a yeah, thanks for joining me, Jesse. Yeah, you have to go back to work. This is actually my work, so that's kind of fun. That Jesse says that he's leaving. He's got to go to work now, but this is what I'm doing for work. So I gotta share with you my working. So that's fun. I think if I have maybe the V start as a line and then kind of split apart, and then maybe I'll pull up a. Do I have that installed? I don't have it installed. The paint and stick from scripts.com. I can do some almost like hand drawn animations. I'll have to reinstall my plugin. I don't have it installed. I'm on the new 2018, and I haven't brought over all my plugins yet. But I have the V almost like it's closed, and then it opens up, and then you can have little almost like gloopy lines connecting them, kind of thing. That's kind of fun. I don't know if I'll have that, but maybe the V. Or another thing is I can have the V kind of shoot down. You know what? Let's try that. I'm gonna do some stuff here. So what I'm actually gonna do is, no, I already have a V. I was gonna copy it just in case I totally screw this up. And the problem with this is there's two paths, so there's a lot I gotta kind of work with. You know what? Let's grab a. What I'm going to do is create just a simple V that I can use. And that's 35. I'm going to change the color just so I can match it. And then this is the one that I'll have kind of open up, and as it opens up, I'll transition it into this other V. Round cap and round join. Okay, looking pretty good. Now time to actually do some animating. So let's just, I can change all the keyframes later, but let's just start at 1 second. And I'm going to keyframe my path. Let's go back 5 frames. And we'll bring it like that, so then it, opens up like that. And then we'll want it to kind of pause there for a little bit. Keyframe, let's go back. And I want this to kind of stretch, so let's see if it, and then, so we got like that kind of going where it slides down. There's not enough space in between. So let's move those keyframes. Yeah, something like that. Let's give this some easy ease. Let's take a look at the yeah. I like that. Go to the graph editor. Okay, I think this will work. And then again, this will transition into the actual V I have. So what I can do is I'll make a little shape here to kind of create that almost webbed finger look. And then kind of build this shape here too. Oh, I don't want it that thick. That should be good enough. Oh, I should put this all in one shape layer. That might. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go have lunch with some friends today, so that's fun. We're gonna eat at Wendy's. Oh. Anchor point, not anchor point. What am I doing? Clean up these shapes a little bit. Shape to path. Just doing some keyframing. I do like Wendy's Twitter. Wendy's Twitter, and then Arby's actually has a pretty good social media stuff going on. They recreate lots of pop culture things, so it's pretty cool. Let's make that path the same color, just so we can. I'll change the color on this later. there's that, and then I need to kind of create the top. So what I'm thinking is almost like a rubber band. It kind of stretches out and it'll be thin, and then it'll fill into the shape. So let's create the shape first. I'm just going to rough it, then I'll come in and fix it later. Let's change the opacity on this. Keep on hitting the wrong hotkey. Looks like we got some new people on. Welcome, everyone. If you're new to the stream, nothing super exciting. I'm just working on a logo, an animated logo for a client. And I thought it'd be fun to stream it out and just kind of show you what I'm working on. I'm trying to explain what I'm doing along the way, but then again, this isn't a tutorial, so we're just kind of chatting and hanging out. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Let's keyframe this path. So right there. What specs are you using now these days? Talking specs on my computer. Manish, I'm not sure. Oh, on my Mac. Yeah. So I've got an old computer. Why am I using After Effects? I'm using After Effects because that's the program I use. I mean, the name of the tutorial channel is After Effects Tutorials with Mikey. And I'm actually animating the things right now. You can't really animate in other programs as well. At least I can't. So the specs on my Mac, they're older. I think 2013 iMac, i7. So how much RAM, which processor? You know what? I can just do this. Let's about this Mac. Right here, so late 2013, 3.5 gigahertz i7, 32 gigs of RAM with the NVIDIA GTX 780 graphics. So that's what I'm running right now. And I talked to you a little bit yesterday, and I'm really highly considering looking at that iMac Pro. So I'm just waiting for the comment to say, "Don't do it. Build yourself a PC instead." But that's not what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's looking cool. So this, I think, needs to be skinnier. So sometimes when I animate, I work backwards. So I start where I want it to end up, and then I keyframe everything backwards. I don't know if any other people do that as well, or if this is just how I tend to do things. But sometimes it works better that way, just because you know where you want to be, and then you have to figure out how to get there. Okay. And let's just keyframe the opacity on this, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's hide this back layer. Oh, something's going weird. Keyframe the opacity just so it hides it on that one. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I did something. There we go. I put in a fill where I didn't want to. Okay. That's looking pretty cool. This part, maybe a little bit faster. Yeah, that needs some ease on that. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see if that does it. Okay, I think I might be getting to where I want this. And then I'm gonna be leaving in like 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes left on this stream. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Now let's transition into the other logo that I made. And then here, turn on the other logo, both of these. Let's turn on this back logo. And then we're going to keyframe the position of both of these. Speed's not quite right. I think it just needs some ease on that. Whole thing needs to be faster. You know what would be cool? Maybe I'll do this. But okay, so I gotta be going. About time to end the stream. I might hop on a little bit later. I might not, but I'll probably show some updates on this animated logo. So what I think I'm gonna do is, as this V is opening up, I'll have it splitting off during that open. So by the time it's done opening, it's already where it needs to be. In the logo. So it's, instead of just like 1, 2, 3, it'll be come down, and then as it opens, it splits at the same time. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Great to have you on the stream, and thanks for watching. It's been fun, and a lot of comments. So check out these streams. Is this something that that you're interested in? Just random live streams where I'm just kind of working on stuff. You know, I might start doing this fairly often. So just kind of showing what I'm working on, and not really doing tutorials, but just kind of chatting and hanging out. And yeah, so if you did come at the end and you're just kind of hopping in now, it'll go up onto the channel eventually, and then you'll be able to kind of watch through this. But again, it's not a tutorial. I'm just working on a project. So great to chat with you, and see you next time.